Welcome to this Gamemaster tutorial where we will be showing you the basic techniques on how to paint Korleen, the human rogue from the fantastic Gamemaster character role-playing paint set that features 20 paints of brush and 5 free, highly detailed miniatures like the one we'll be painting up today. To find out how to assemble and prepare your mini, be sure to reference the first in this series where we show you how to assemble Zersik, the Tiefling Warlock. It's important that before you can begin adding all of the wonderful colored paints to your miniature, you'll need to apply a primer coat first. The character set comes with a brush on gray primer undercoat that enables your paint to adhere to it better. Once it's dried, we can begin blocking in all of our colors. With all acrylic paints, be sure to give each bottle a good shake before each use. The Gamemaster paints come with mixing balls preloaded right inside to help make mixing even easier. We're starting with Dryad Brown. It's important to thin your paints with a bit of clean water. When applying thin coats of paint as opposed to thick coats, you preserve the detail on the miniature. We recommend applying at least 2 thin coats for most colors. Pick out the pants with the brown and then grab some Deadly Iron. Use this metallic paint to base coat the metal bits like the heirloom sword and her daggers. Next, we'll use Chaotic Black to begin basing in the boots, under armor, and Korleen's hair. Remember to apply each color with 2 thin layers for smooth, even coverage. Moving on, we'll use another metallic paint found inside the set, this time Dwarf Gold, to add some ornate detail to her blade. Using Mermaid Turquoise, begin applying smooth, thin layers across the cloak. Apply this in thin layers so as not to create brush strokes on the model. We recommend applying a second layer once the first has had time to dry. Be careful here not to paint over any of your previous work. If you do, don't worry. You can always clean it up with the original color later. Finish off basing in the rest of the miniature with the colors that you wish. We used a mix of bare brown and rosy skin to create a beautiful dark skin tone for Korleen. Using Shadow Wash, we will add shade and contrast to the miniature. A wash is a different type of paint designed to flow over the raised edges, leaving the dark pigments deep in the recesses. Because washes are intended to flow over the raised areas and into the recesses, you want to load your brush with a bit more of this paint on it. You're going to move it around on top of the surface and let it work its way into the recesses. If you see it begin to pool up a little bit too much, just clean your brush off, dry it off a little bit, and take the dry bristles of the brush and help to wick some of that pooling effect away. While adding shadow and contrast to the miniature, the wash can also darken it down a bit. So we'll now begin adding highlights. Here with Mermaid Turquoise, we're just applying this to the most raised edges, leaving the shaded areas in the recesses. We'll do the same with Deadly Iron, just picking out the details on all the metal areas, and repeat those steps with Dwarf Gold. While you can go ahead and add even more highlights, we think Korleen is ready to join her party of adventurers in a tabletop game. So the last thing you'll need to do is paint the rim of the base in your favorite color. We're using Chaotic Black. That's it for this tutorial. Be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Gamemaster news and tutorials by the Army Painter.